Hi, Jill Ray, Matrix Artist here, and I partnered with Matrix to share with you this beautiful transformation. This is my client, Alexa. She hasn't colored her hair in a long time because she has reservations of it being too high maintenance. So we talked about a low maintenance with high impact. So I am pulling away her face framing and I am sectioning from the headband forward into 3 sections. So there's a triangle on top, 2 sides, and then the full back. Now we're gonna be pulling away the crown section in a triangle and then separating the back into 2 final pieces. I'm so excited to share this technique with you today. We are using high riser pre-bonded because it's my favorite option of getting up to 9 levels of lift with pre-bonded security that the hair is not going to be compromised and it's going to be healthy. Now, 20 volume is always my go-to. I know there is a myth out there that if you use 30, you'll get more lift, but that is so untrue. 30 volume works way too fast and it burns out too quickly. 20 volume stays active longer, so it is always my go-to. Now I am starting in the front doing baby slices back to back. Now the reason I'm starting in the front and not the back is because I really want that brightness around the face. I want it to look beautiful and bright and sun-kissed. And then when we get to the back, it's gonna process a little bit lighter than the front, or slower than the front, sorry. So once we finish that face frame, we're gonna go in and do a diagonal slice right off the hairline, just over the ears. This way, when Alexa's hair is down, she sees that full impact of color. I feel like this placement is really key in giving somebody the full visibility of change when coloring their hair. Instead of working so tirelessly on the back and doing so much, think about what the client sees. They look in the mirror, they wear their hair up, and so really focusing on that face frame and what they see when they look at themselves in the mirror or when they take a selfie, that's really what you want to focus on. So again, I'm going in doing baby slices off the hairline. I like to kind of comb away any baby hairs. You can also do a flicking back combing section or technique. And honestly, I want you to take away from this being able to kind of change this technique using the same placement on clients who may have curly or coily hair. You can use the same technique, but maybe weave or, do slices with hair in between. Whatever you think is going to look great with your hair, your client's hair texture and density, and kind of go from there. So now that we are finished with the face frame in the front, we're gonna start moving into those front sections of the hair. Now, as you can see, my sections are getting a little bit wider. And I am going ahead and mixing my second bowl. I love these double-sided bowls because they really help me prepare my tray so I don't have to walk away as much. So now we're going in a diagonal section and I am weaving each section in about a 1/4 inch space. So about a 1/4 inch to an inch, depending on your hair density that you're working on. Alexa has very fine hair, so I'm back combing to give her that diffusion at the root to make sure that it's nice and blended. I like to use a teasing comb instead of a foiling comb, but you can use whatever comb or tool really works for you. If they have curly or coily hair, you could even use a wide tooth comb, or you can use your fingers and kind of push back and really move the hair organically with your hands. Now I like to start at the very bottom to kind of bead my brush and work on that saturation in the ends. And then it's gonna be kind of feathered up towards the top, but not fully saturated at the top. So really focus on your sectioning and make sure that you saturate, saturate, saturate. I love the texture of the high riser pre-bonded because I feel like I can really go a long way with that 1 ounce and scoop. And I don't feel like I have to overuse my lightener or go back and resaturate. It really stays hydrated and works long term on my client's hair. Now we're gonna move forward, moving towards the top, and I go into macro weaves as I get to the crown. So you'll notice above the ears, my sections are a little bit wider and denser, and then right when I get to the top, they're getting a little bit finer. Now we're gonna move to the back of the head. Now, when we move to the back of the head, I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like we work way too much. We spend too much time doing too much in the back, and a lot of time the hair is covering it. You don't see it, you know, it's just too much work. So if you focus on the bottom in the back and really focus on those bottom hairs that they can pull forward that lay right around their neck, that's gonna add to their face frame and make it feel so much brighter. So I'm starting with a section right off the nape of the neck, and I did back comb, and we are going to saturate all the way up to the hairline, right where that back combing starts. And again, saturate, saturate, saturate. We are still using high riser with 20 volume cream developer, and yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. Now, one of my favorite things about this technique is you're gonna be able to apply this entire head in less than 15 minutes. Now, I know that you're thinking, that's not possible. So it might take you 15 to 20 or 25 minutes, depending on your hair texture. But as you can see, having the hair sectioned out before I start, it really helps me move so much quicker through the hair. Now, as I move up into my second foil, you can see I took a much bigger section and I am teasing and teasing and teasing. Now, I already know what you're thinking. Now, if I tease, it's gonna take me forever to get this out the shampoo bowl, right? But I'm gonna share a trick with you that I like to do once we get to the shampoo bowl. So I'm moving to the other side, and we're literally mirroring the exact same technique on the second side. Now you'll notice when I'm back combing, I'm holding my tension at the bottom, and I'm starting at the bottom and back combing and really pushing that up. I'm not going back to the bottom and up, back to the bottom and up. And that's really gonna matter when we get to the shampoo bowl and we take it out later. Now we are gonna be toning with a root shadow, so I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, we're going all the way up. That's a lot, but we will be blending it with our toner when we get to that step, so stay tuned. Now that we're in this triangle section on the crown, we're gonna keep that routine of moving in 1/4 inch sections, kind of like we did on the front, and we are doing little micro weave slices. And then we're still gonna tease. So we're kind of combining all 3 techniques so that we get this beautiful veil of baby light right in that crown. And this is what is gonna be that really yummy piece that marries everything from the back to the front that we did from the beginning. Now keep in mind with your saturation, I always love mixing smaller bowls of my high riser and 20 volume so that as you keep mixing through each section, you have a super active bowl. So make sure that your lightener isn't sitting for too long. That way everything is gonna be cooking along and processing very smoothly and together. We did it! I'm so excited. So now we are at this part. You are noticing that I am combing my back comb before I rinse. So that is the secret sauce. You want to comb out your back comb fully before you start shampooing. This really makes a huge difference, you guys. and it's gonna cut down on so much time. Now, my favorite part, we are toning with SoColor Sync, and I am mixing my mids and ends formula, which is 8A and 8P equal parts, and we are going to be putting that on from mids to ends all over. We will be going back with a root tap, but I really love this blend. It's going to give this really yummy kind of like smooth caramel ashy tone that's a little neutral for Alexa. We want something that she's going to be able to live in at work and feel really trendy and lived in, but not overdone. So this is going to create that high impact color change, but also stay with the idea of being low maintenance for her. So whenever she does have her grow out, it's going to stay nice and smooth. I feel like this is a huge opportunity for us behind the chair as stylists to really communicate with our clients that they don't have to go natural to be low maintenance. You can still enjoy beautiful dimensional color while maintaining high impact results and staying out of the salon as much as they want to. So it's the best of both worlds. Now I love SoColor Sync because it is alkaline, and so it will be kind of shifting slightly to really blur those lines and blend everything that we did today. Now we are using a root tap in 6N in Color Sync pre-bonded. Now the pre-bonded I absolutely love because it truly guarantees that your client's hair is even healthier than it was when you started. So clients can have no fear coloring their hair and creating change without compromise of healthy hair. I'm so excited to share this result with you. I don't know about you, but this is when I get to the point of being so excited, I can't wait to get to the blow dry. Now we are using Instacure's Miracle Mask, and look how beautiful this result is. It is lived in, it complements her skin tone so organically and beautifully. It's not going to be too much maintenance like we talked about from the beginning, so she really sees that high impact around the face. There's those beautiful ribbons of color on the crown, and she is happy. Thanks for hanging out with me, and stay tuned for the other videos for more.